It's emerged that the Afghan government has been holding secret talks with Taliban officials to try and tackle the country's volatility. Discussions took place 3 weeks ago in Dubai, but reportedly achieved little, although Afghan officials remain confident they will eventually bear fruit. The U.S. has voiced its support despite Washington having spent billions of dollars in 10 years fighting Taliban militants there. And, of course, there's the ongoing wrangling over America's role in Afghanistan beyond 2014. Marina Portnoy looks at what's been achieved after a decade of war.
One of America's longest and most expensive foreign investments is turning into one of its greatest obstacles.
The U.S. intervention in Afghanistan has essentially created a new Taliban movement, far more powerful, no comparison really with the Taliban that existed before 9/11 or before the U.S. intervention in Afghanistan.
Matter of fact, as the Taliban and Afghan president reportedly remain in secret talks about reaching a peace deal, Washington's future in the country after 2014 remains in limbo. President Hamid Karzai still refuses to sign a long-term bilateral agreement with Washington. Last week, the Afghan leader cited poet Percy Shelley when describing the painfully strained relations with America.
I believe the best way to summarize this is to put it in the words of Shelley, the great British poet. I met murder on the way. The whole 12 years was one of constant pleading with America. Please treat our civilians respectfully and treat their lives as the lives of people.
The U.S. has reportedly spent more than $90 billion on reconstruction and relief in Afghanistan. Adjusted for inflation, that's more than any European country received after the Second World War. However, journalist Gareth Porter says in this case, no amount of money can buy love.
What the United States has accomplished in its escalation of the war in Afghanistan is an exacerbation, a tremendous increase in anti-American sentiment. And a large part of that, of course, was the use of night raids on people's homes, knocking down doors in the middle of the night, and antagonizing hundreds of thousands of people whose family, friends, neighbors were affected by this tactic. And it's tremendously antagonized the Afghan population, and that is going to be a problem that will affect U.S. National security for many decades to come.
In the year to come, victory for the U.S. may turn out to mean leaving Afghanistan in the same circumstance it was when it was invaded. Marina Portnoy, RT, New York.